Hello, 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 ladies and gelatins. Welcome to Wednesday. It's been a little while since I've done a Wednesday. Wednesdays are getting harder. I'm gonna figure that out eventually, but for now, at minimum, I'm here and we're doing what we can. So yay! Oh my gosh. Oh, fun fact. So remember how I was like, I'm doing apartment hunting. I might have actually like found apartments yesterday. Like, seriously, I saw an apartment with my future roommate and we're like, oh my god, we love this place. It is literally 10 out of 10, top tier, ideal. And like, I was surprised because like on the pictures, I'm like, it looks like it's a bit small in some places and I'm not sure about X, Y, or Z. And I'm just like, oh, actually it looks really nice. But now, of course, now it's all like, yeah. So, we told them we liked it and stuff. It's just like, cool, let's do it. But then it's like, all right, now we wait. There is one downside to this place though. No pets. And I don't have pets. And I was gonna get a cat eventually, but it was a case of like, eventually. When was eventually? So, but like, having that like placed in front of you, like, it is like, how is it worth? And like, when do I really like need to have the cat in my life, right? So I'm just like sitting there and like really pondering to myself, I'm like, how big of a deal is it to cat or not cat in the next year or two, right? Because like maybe I stay this place for actually like a longer period of time. That'd be great. That'd be really, really great. But like, I feel like I would have put off getting a cat for a long time anyways, because like I want to travel and stuff. And like, for example, if I were to go back to visit like my family in the States for Christmas, which I would love to be able to do, and I really hope I can, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I'm still waiting for a residence permit. But if I do that for like 2 weeks, I literally don't know anyone who could take care of the cat. And like, yeah, I know there are places, like there are boardings, like you can like hire someone and stuff, but like it's not the same. And especially during like Christmassy time, it's super duper expensive and like it's all their thing, right? Nintendogs, right? Honestly, what I'm thinking is that like maybe it's actually for the best. I just don't like having choices taken away from me. You know what I mean? Like I want to choose to not get a cat yet, as opposed to being told I'm literally not allowed to have it. And I really did think about it. It's worth it. It's okay. Cause like if I decide that like in a year, I'm like, okay, I can't go another year without a cat, then I'll just move. Right? Like in a year, it's fine. I get to make that decision again. And I'm okay putting that decision off for another year. But I had to really think about it, I had to really sit there and be like, is it worth it? Yes, it is. But yeah, no, like, yeah, there's lots of like little pet things. And honestly, I don't have that much time. Like, it's not a time problem really, because like, for the most part, like I do work from home enough that like I would be able to spend a lot of time with the cat. And the thing I will be like sad about the most is things like, oh, I won't be able to have a cat to cuddle with while I'm working. But then at the same time, like it does limit what you're able to do as well. There are upsides and downsides to having the responsibility of a pet. So, but like I said, it's really just the feeling of, am I choosing to have my choice taken away from me? How many layers deep, how many layers of this are really, really me? But yeah, honestly though, I consider this to still be like a really, really good thing. Because yeah, like I could have gotten a cat here, but at the same time, like there was so much time that I spent not in the apartment here that it actually would have been really hard. And there's a lot of things that I would not have been able to do. And that would have been okay. It would have been worth it. But then it also would have limited in the future. It's true. It's true. I absolutely do reserve the right to change my mind in a year. Or 2 years. That's the thing, is like every year I'll get to make the choice. And now I'm just saying like, waiting, still like, told the guy, but like, yeah, we're totally gonna go for it. And then like the listing's still up. And it's like, why is the listing still up? Because like we made an agreement, right? So like, what's up? And like, waiting for paper. Like, the thing is like, the lease isn't starting until like the middle of next month, but we're like basically a little less than a month from now. But still, I'm just like, Yesterday I was full of exclusively excitement, and today I am full of suspicious. But like mostly still excitement, because the guy seemed honestly really relieved that he didn't have to show people the apartment anymore because he lived kind of far away from it. So like this guy, like it's, you know, it's like his dad's apartment. He comes in a suit and I'm like, oh, he taking it real seriously. Like good for him, right? So, but honestly, yeah, honestly, apartment hunting is kind of fun. But then immediately becomes stressful, like the moment you, it's like, it's so weird. This is honestly true for me with anything where there's just one. Like for apartments, there's just one, right? There's no other apartment like that. So it's a case of like, as soon as you find one you like, and you realize you like it, and you realize you want it, there's this feeling of like, oh no, everyone else in the whole world is suddenly gonna realize this apartment's amazing and I have to do something about it right now, and what if it gets taken from me? Like as soon as you decide you want something, it becomes so precious that you're like afraid of something happening to it, and it's like, why? But it's because like, it's a huge big deal, and there's like nothing you can do. It's like kind of, oh my god, it does. Oh my god, it is like having a crush. Kira, you're so right. It's the exact same thing, because there's only one of them. It's a big decision. You are only one half of the equation. You have to wait for the other person to bring the paperwork, aka consent, to like also wanting to get into at least a year-long relationship with you. Okay, this is like the funniest thing. Oh man. But like that is a brand new viewpoint. Like you can get crushes on apartments. Turns out. I mean, why not, right? Why not? You totally can. Also, thank you here for the hydrate. I have water today. It's nice. It's what I need right now. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta take the tomato juice out of my backpack. I'm gonna forget about it. Wait, I have an idea. Alexa, remind me in 2 hours to take the tomato juice out of my backpack. It's gonna remind me. I love robots so much. I really do. Honestly, like, for my ADHD, like, I will definitely say having this kind of, like, voice assistant in my house is clutch. It is literally clutch. The amount of times where I've needed to set an alarm, but my hands are busy or dirty, and I can just yell at the robot to set a timer or to remind me to do a specific thing at a specific time while I'm remembering it so that I can offload my memory to a literal robot. Like it's great, honestly. It plays music. I love having it play music. So I'm sold. I probably wouldn't buy the Amazon one again in the future. This is just what I had before. I've had this for literally years at this point. I would buy the Google one probably. I don't really think there are really others at this point. Cyborgation. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, other than that, let's see, what else? Life before I start like playing a game. It's honestly, that's really much the biggest thing of like, surprise, I'm moving kind of. I mean, I'm still in the same, it's funny, I'm like literally still gonna be in the same neighborhood of this city. Like I'm not going far. Like this apartment is like less than a 10-minute walk from where I currently live. Which is nice because I really, 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 really like this area. And yeah, but the other thing I was gonna say. Oh, you know, I had a realization the other day also. Like when I first started my job, like it's been 6 months since I've had this job. A little longer, but pretty much 6 months. And like when I first started this job, like I didn't just have imposter syndrome. I like literally believed when every soul of every fiber of my soul that like I cheated somehow. I snuck my way into this and I didn't deserve it and I know nothing, but also like it wasn't so much of it like, oh, I'll never be good at this stuff because that's not how that works. I knew I would get better. I knew I was gonna buckle down and like get like good at stuff. but like I didn't expect to reach a point where like I actually don't stress that much about stuff. Like there's still stuff that like randomly is like time stressful. Sometimes those tasks are even kind of fun. It's like, oh, I gotta finish this thing before end of day. Oh, I gotta do this thing. Sometimes it's fun actually, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I was in like put out fires all day mode. But I'm not actually bad at this. That feels really good. To like actually get to a point where I'm like, I feel like what I'm doing in the place I'm in is actually a really good niche for me. And I feel like I can continue to do better and better here. And that's amazing because like I literally didn't think that was gonna be possible. I thought I was gonna be just like constantly working my butt off and like never feeling comfortable for maybe ever, right? Coming from that is super crazy. Mobile internet. Oh wow. The fact that Marvel Rivals is also pretty fun. Yeah, it does also make the move super easy. Like there's most stuff I'm just gonna walk there. It's gonna be very nice, especially because like I don't have a car. But still, it's gonna be really nice too because there will be overlap with that and my current lease, so I will have plenty of time to move stuff, but it'll also be like during the holidays and I'm still working. I can't take any days off for this because I already planned out my vacation days for like the rest of the year. So I basically just have to, like, yeah. Oh, also, yes, that is such a huge thing. If I had to move furniture, it would be like hellish. But that's not a thing. The only furniture I have to move is my desk, which comes apart. So it's just like a wooden board and then like some pipes. The wooden board is the only thing that's like kind of annoying. But even then, like that's a choice that I made because I really wanted a specific desk. Some places will have desks. It's in Polish moving because it's in Poland. I guess it's really just in Poland moving is pretty easy. Pretty much, yeah, actually that is the case. In Poland, almost all rentals come with furniture. It is extremely rare to find a place that has no furniture in it. Almost every time you're already gonna have couch, bed, tables, chairs, sometimes desks. Desks are not guaranteed every time, but pretty common. TV also, I have noticed like about 50-50% of the time they'll already have a TV. Maybe 60%, honestly. It's really common that there's a TV already there. Which sometimes is like, this TV is small and I don't like it, but I'm not gonna buy a new one because I already have it, because I have a TV here. Why would I get one if I have one already for free? This one doesn't have a TV and I'm gonna have to buy a TV. But you know what, I'm super okay with that because I'm gonna buy a nice big one. Like a massive one, like a huge TV. Because I'm gonna be saving so much money in this apartment. So much money. No, I mean, for the most part, a lot of them, like, they're always cleaned, and, like, the beds, very frequently, they'll have new mattresses and stuff as well. But even then, for the most part, like, it's never gross. Like, people always have, like, these things. I mean, if you've ever gone to, like, your friend's house, sleep, or a hotel, sleep in a bed that other people have slept in, it's fine. Most places too, like, yeah, if something gets, like, if you mess up the furniture, it's considering the same as messing up the apartment and you have to pay it to, like, clean it or replace it depending on how bad it gets. But, like, it's okay, to each their own. Like, the fact is, you can find apartments here that are empty, and even if you wanted to, like, a lot of places, even if they have furniture in it, like, if you say, oh, I have my own X, Y, or Z, like, I have my own couch or I have my own stuff, can you take care of this? The landlord or landlady will very frequently, like, just be like, yeah, I can take that. Like, if there's anything you don't need, blah, blah, blah. Like, in all these places, they're like, oh, if there's any furniture that's, like, too much, let us know, and we'll take care of it. Yeah, a lot of times new mattresses, or even if it's not, most people will require you to use, like, a waterproof mattress topper or something. And I honestly would never not use a waterproof mattress topper at this point because I have learned my lesson. I learned my lesson from the last apartment because I was sleeping on a couch bed in my last apartment. So I was like, I can't put any kind of normal mattress, anything on top of this. Turns out I still should have tried because that thing was just like apparently absorbing every ounce of sweat ever in the whole world, and it just decided to discolor the bed. And I'm like, I don't even sweat that much. Where's this all coming from? Also, there was like, yeah, either way, I learned my lesson. But I mean, it's funny because like that couch bed, one of my friends spilled red wine on, and that came off without a problem. But whoever designed the inside part, I did not spill wine. My friend did. At like one of the parties I had early on in studies, like it was like the first few months I was there, and he was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," and I'm just like, "It's life. Pass me the paper towels. Let's blot it up." There is no mark that there was ever red wine on that couch, but anything on the inside bed part, like it literally, like, it was so fragile, it literally, like, ripped in multiple places just from the normal act of sleeping. How is that possible? Imagine a mattress that just falls apart on its own. That was basically the inside of this couch. It was comfy, though. It was comfy. Yeah. There wasn't even a cover on it. It was just, like, the normal couch part of the couch. For some reason, whoever made the outside fabric of the couch was a genius, and the inside fabric should be fired. But yeah. Anyways, yes, you're right. Where are we in the game? I've only been talking for 20 minutes. You know what? Honestly, I'm very happy today, so I'm okay with chit-chatting. Plus, it's what life's all about. Life's all about like change, stuff, and yeah. So where we're at is we have met an alien. We have found like we like saw the time knife. That was pretty cool. We saw the time knife last time, and now we are able to sneak out during glow, and that is our plan. This is a brand new thing that we are able to do literally right now. So let's sneak out and explore glow and see what happens. We gotta find out the mysteries. Spooky. Aw, thank you. I'm so glad I have a non-annoying voice. Happy to hear it. Yes, the forbidden time. No one is allowed outside during blah blah blah. Let me try that again. Apparently, I'm tripping on my tongue. No one is allowed outside the colony during glow, so if you can stay out of the lookout sites, there will be no one to catch you. Also means that you're alone out here. If you get into trouble, it's gonna be big trouble. You hope you know what you're doing. Creepy Spectre dude? Yes. Oh, he sure did. Turns out he's a smexy shapeshifter. The familiar is unfamiliar during glow. The sky is dark except for the eerie light of the wormhole, seeming so much closer than it usually is, and the gloom makes the shadows deeper and more mysterious. It's so hauntingly quiet you can even hear the movement of animals, the beat of soft wings, the woomph of something large in the distance. What's that curious sound? It's just a Dorpsmith taking flight. Its usually dull plumage is an iridescent rainbow, glowing warmly in the dark of glow. It slowly glides through the mushroom trees. You've been taught to be terrified of glow season since you landed here. There were monsters out here circling the colony and attacking anything they saw. It's so much more serene than you were expecting. They were wrong. Lying to you. Yeah, planet-wide rave party. How do I go places? Wow. There we go. I'm like, where is the path? Everything's dark. Oh. You come across a sawmill that's been shut down for the season. There's movement inside, and something in there is yipping and moaning in pain. You approach it carefully and find some sort of dog-like creature has gotten trapped in the machinery, growls at you and blinks its eyes, then its other eyes, then its other eyes. Boy, it has a lot of eyes. Hello, Ripsticks. I'm exploring the planet-wide rave party that is glow. Ooh. The loggers won't be back for weeks, so this creature will surely slowly die painfully. It's worn out already, is still dangerous. Release it. You try to come near, but it bites at you ferociously, nearly taking your hand off. You don't see a way you can safely free it. Oh. Watch it. You sit to watch it, hoping to learn more from it, or at least a way to free it without endangering yourself. The creature's obviously been struggling for a long time. Once it realizes you're not here to eat it slumps down to nap. You feel an irresistible urge to do the same and fall into something of a trance. Something bizarre happens. A massive shadow drifts into the lumberyard, coming between you and the creature. You have the sense of an immense presence, something massive but graceful. You're not quite sure if you're dreaming, but you feel rooted to the spot, not naturally calm. It's like you've been drugged. Ooh. The shadow stays a while, observing you curiously, then it drifts away. Yeah, space rabies, absolutely. Even you can reload and walk past it. That's true. That is true. That's the best part. You blink, coming out of your trance. What just happened? Did you fall asleep? Look back over to the machinery, realize the trapped-eyed beast is gone. You aren't sure if you should feel relieved or terrified. Was it freed? Eaten? You decided to get the heck away from this place now and ask questions later. You're absolutely right. I should save right here. Whoa. Whoa. Just in case I need to walk past something. So many crystals. Come to a dense part. The path where the gnarlwood surrounds you and blocks out the sky and the wormhole above. Long threads that look like hair hanging down from the trees. Strange, you've never seen this during the rest of the year. You have to go through these. Strands are sticky. Better not then. Huh. Come across a strange glowing river in the sky, floating just over the mushroom-capped treetops. It reminds you of old Earth videos about the Milky Way or the Northern Lights. It undulates away to the left and right, a river of luminous mist. Behind it, a curtain of tiny glowing particles rain down the forest below. Cross through. Surprised to see Anemone run past you. Hey, Slowpoke, she says, trying to shout at you. You're gonna miss the game, come on. You're drawn into a game of sports ball with your friends. Even Tammy's here, handing out cookies and juice. It's a beautiful day. It's like, it honestly kind of feels like Welcome to Night Vale in so many ways. It's very surreal, liminal, spooky. It's a beautiful day. The heat of the sun at the back of your neck, balanced by a perfect, pleasant breeze. Adults begin to gather in the shade of the stratospheric to watch the game. Everything feels perfect and wrong. There's this nagging feeling as you pass the ball to Mars. Something about this isn't quite right. Yep. Shake your head, returning from your fantasy to find yourself standing in a thicket, trying to bounce a mushroom like a sports ball. Relief to find yourself back in reality, though you're a little sad for your lost youth. The strange river in the sky seems to have dissipated. You only received a little exposure to it, just a small dusting of those tiny glowing particles. Wonder what would have happened if you gotten a heavier dose. Haha, nuh-uh. Yeah, see, can't stop me. We're gonna go to the boss thing. Shadows upon shadows move against each other like in glow, wavering under the gloaming of the mush trees like ghosts. The forest is as still as a creature breathing its last breath. You don't see Sim till you're practically on top of him. Hey, Sugarbug, he laughs, holding you by the shoulders. Miss me? You nearly didn't there. Totally saw you there. Of course you did. You're practically made for this place. Sim starts walking through the forest, his footsteps finding the path with ease. This is my favorite time of year, you know. I get the sense you humans are afraid of it. Things do tend to attack us. That's true, Sim replies. Those attacks are not natural, if you may have guessed. Glow isn't dangerous at all. It's lovely. Glow is a time of healing, actually. Time for the creatures of this planet to go dormant and reflect on themselves, to strengthen connections with other life forms. Of course the planet repels you, he adds, raising his hands to stir a cloud of glowing spores drifting above your heads. You don't connect. You're like a burr lodged against its skin. Yes, it is he. It is he, 'tis Sim. Space vampire. I'm sure you have questions for me as usual. What's up with the wormhole? Oh, just like that. You'd like me to unravel the mysteries of the universe for you? Suffice to say, I don't think you could fully understand it, even if I explained everything I know. He looks up at the wormhole with a thoughtful expression. Truthfully, the wormhole is older than even this planet. It operates on a level of space and time that are beyond even my comprehension. The universe is impossibly vast and unknowable. I'm sure you've already noticed it's related to your foresight, yes? Yes, you nod. Your dreams, if that's what they are, always seem to get worse and wet and glow, and the wormhole is closest to the planet. Many individuals such as yourself are sensitive to the wormhole's effects of time and space, fluctuations and eddies in the normal linear flow of reality. Think of it like an echo, only not your own. Think of it as a version of yourself stood in this spot and shouted, then moved forward in time before hearing your own voice return. You can hear these echoes, choices that person made, and events she's experienced that may not come to pass for you. So I could change the future? Yes, but forgive me for being glib, but that's not what makes you special. All living things change the future simply by existing. You see glimpses of what might happen if you do. Sim stops walking and smiles politely. Well, that's enough for now. Trees have ears, you know. Yes, this is the same. Mind the glow flies. Okay. Save for glow woo woo. Glow woo woo. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. How do I get over there? That's probably the last thing I'm allowed to touch. We'll see. You climb up a plateau ringed with gnarled trees. The view's fantastic. You can see the entire valley on the side of the colony from here. You have this curious sense of remembering this place. Yeah, Sugarbug is great, actually. I do love it. Not from your dreams, but no, from a vision you had deep under a strange pyramid. Something important will happen here, but not yet. Some photos. It's just so beautiful out here. Too bad you can't share these without raising suspicions. Nobody's allowed to the colony during glow. Nobody. If you were hurt, Utopia or the others had to come rescue you, get hurt themselves, on good reasons not make anyone worry. You'll just have to treasure the memory of this beautiful place. Okay, what if I, like, click on it? Will it take me all the way over there? How do I get over there? Why can't I see any path? Okay. Okay, there we go. Whoop. Kind of wondering if this is the last thing over there. I want to touch it, but I'm just like, I had to go past so many things to get here. I feel like they can't put too many events because, like, they know that you can't come back. If you do, it's a different year. Oh, whoa, whoa. You're crossing a section of wilderness here where the other plants don't throw off as much luminescence as other parts. It's oppressively dark here. Use your holopalm as a flashlight, focusing the light as a beam to slowly make your way through the cloying undergrowth. The beam of your holopalm sweeps over a familiar form, a manticore. Your heart skips a beat in encountering this fearsome beast in the dark. This manticore isn't the deadly killer of the colony's cautionary tales. It actually looks terrified. It backs up against a tree, cowering its eyes and rolling in panic. Light on? You're too scared to move your light away, convinced it'll pounce under cover of darkness. Try to hold your light steady, but you're shaking. So's the manticore. You realize it isn't even looking at you. It's staring into the forest to the right. You slowly grasp that the manticore isn't scared of you, it's scared of something else. It suddenly screeches in fear and bolts off to the left. Something absolutely enormous moving in the trees off to the right where the manticore was staring. It's a deep grinding sound like ancient trees rubbing together in the wind, except there's no wind. Turn off your flashlight and hold your breath. Or, oh yeah, right? I would be dead. Hear a loud single thump, then stillness again. You wait a full 20 minutes in complete silence. Gradually, the insects chirp and other noises of the forest to return, and the glow bugs drift lazily back into the air. Hadn't even realized they were missing, as if the entire jungle was holding its breath too. Whatever it was seems to have moved on. You're too worn out and tired to continue. All right. I don't think I missed anything. I looked around pretty hard. You're lying in bed, staring at the wormhole through your window when you hear a deep thump resonate through the ground. Then a second one, quieter. The woven roof of your room quivers, unleashing a season's worth of fine, glowing dust to sift through the air. The orange? What? There was an orange? Hold on. Where? Where? I talked next to it? No? South? Okay. Yeah, I already grabbed this spot. Already did this. Just go on the planet. Okay. Alright, so good. Because, like, yeah, I definitely talked to it. I made sure to talk to it. But then that was it. Luckily, it's really fast to go back where I was. Where are we going to go? Probably not. There are two massive faceless. Join the fray. Grab a plas rifle and report to the front, where a line of soldiers have taken up arms and are waiting for orders. Colony prefers to defend itself against the two building-scale faceless, as well as a teeming swarm of smaller Xenos that seethe towards you. Hold steady! Orders Security Chief Rat. Keep the line. No, Governor Lum yells. Running to the front gates to the front of the defensive line, he elbows Rhett out of the way and waves his arm wildly. Bring them closer. Draw them in. Have we equipped the fidget spinner? Nope. We do not own the fidget spinner. Bring them closer. We'll hit them with my sword. Right? I'm gonna fight them on our territory, Lum cries, raising his plas rifle over his head with one hand. We have the walls. Let's use them. Let them come inside and pick them off one by one. We can't pick off a faceless. Lum smiles maniacally. You see the gleam of his teeth from here. I have a plan. Just follow my lead. Then he turns and begins to run towards the approaching animals, roaring taunts and firing wildly into the fray to draw them close. You should be able to do it. The lost Rat motions all to fall back and let the animals approach. The area just inside the gates becomes a swirling melee of smaller Xenos and plas rifle fire. The two faceless lumbering slowly behind. It's hard, but not impossible. 85! Well, good thing we have a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I just didn't have enough money for both, as you noticed. I literally just can't afford it yet. Sorry, I'm poor. I feel like I could do better. Right? I feel you find a plushes with this card. Okay. Flush. Okay, so that, like that, for example, becomes a +6. I can make that also much better. No, it needs to be a... Let's add pluses to things. I mean, I could just do the next. Actually, let's save this one. Let's save these two for the next round. Cards when drawn. I keep between rounds. I feel like there's not really too much I could do here. I do have egg. Oh, 4, 5, 6 is good actually. It's true, we did convince we did abandon capitalism, but still. This does not have the highest value, but flushes with this card, set neighbors to this value. It really just doesn't matter for that one. Oh, wait, any adjustments you make to it also stay? That's insane. I did not realize that this thing staying between rounds also you could just... Dang. Yeah, it turns out this is an amazing card. Oh my god. I mean, it's enough. You're not exactly a professional soldier, but you managed to hold your own against the Xenos, even though you still scream and retreat when someone gets too close. You don't injure any humans with your plas rifle, at least. It was an embarrassing lesson. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not embarrassing, it's hopeful. It's very hopeful for future. I'm very excited about it. Out of the artillery's smoke wafting over the battlefield, Lum comes running. Here they come, here they come, he shouts joyfully, plows through the gates with two faceless galloping behind him, and without a doubt idiotic and horrendously dangerous. You can't help it, you hit record on your holopalm and film the ensuing chaos. You catch a glimpse of Chief Rhett putting his hand over his face and sighing. A squad of Helios soldiers takes up the charge and helps shepherd the faceless into the open area of the middle of the colony. You have horrible flashbacks of the first time you saw a faceless inside these walls. From the looks on the faces of the other Stratos, you're not the only one. And you're all thrown to the ground by a tremendous explosion. Fire engulfs the center square, roasting the two faceless in an inferno that blasts the sweat from your pores. Rocks and chunks of dirt patter all around you with the occasional thunk of burning mushwood. The soldiers nearest the blaze all recoil in surprise. Clearly, no one but Lum knew that the square had been rigged with explosives. He didn't think anyone was caught in the blast, but it was close. World star, right? Embarrassing TikTok of idiot commander, pretty much. Lum stands before the blaze, laughing and firing the two tortured faceless as they roast to death. You raise your holopalm to capture the image, his silhouette dark against the column of flame and smoke. It's ridiculously dangerous and stupid, but does look pretty cool on your recorded footage. People filter out of their hiding places, shielding their faces from the heat coming off the bonfire in the middle of the square. On the horizon, the first watery rays of quiet sunrise are struggling to make a dent in the hot orange glare. The colony's fire suppression system is turned on the square, revealing the charred corpses of two faceless. Utopia walks by with a reclamation team, hauling industrial plascover on a hoverlift. Did he use the mining explosives, Utopia says? Mighty bold of him. Those things will blow a hole in the mountain. Or creature, I suppose. She says, wish you could have saved them for mining. That might be the last of them, and we sure can't make any more. Uh-oh. Unfortunately. I like how this is not actually a choice. This is just like, enjoy the consequences of your decision. And she and her crew are out of earshot as they pick their way down the blast center to carve the faceless for recycling. Fortunately, the colony was well defended. You and the other colonists have been fortifying the defenses, putting security above all else. Tonight's defense was a resounding, if messy, success. And if Utopia's right, you don't have any more of those explosives now. You can't just nanoprint unstable molecules like that. What are you gonna do during the next attack? Meat's back on the menu. It's true. Barbecue faceless. I mean, I'd try it. Ooh. I'm older and also still very stressed. Oh, my hair is long. I'm 17 now. Well, that's neat. I'm almost an adult. Huh? Look at my hair. That's clearly like, this is the part if you're a dude, if you choose dude shape, and this is the part if you choose lady shape. Yes, seeing different gendered females. Actually, you're right. We totally can. We can change our gender whenever we want. Okay, so like super femme. Literally, is there a difference between super femme and not super femme? No? No. Neutral? Oh, no, it's literally, okay. You can see it if you get in the thing. Like, basically, from here to here, that's just based on vibes, but when you cross that line, you get the gender neutral, androgynous, you are neither nor, and then masculine. You get the tight haircut. Alright, so gender is based on hair. Infant. Neat. You look so upset though. Oh, whoa, Cal is... He's not pimply anymore. Look at him, he's got dreads now. Profile pics nose, shading, like the... Oh, it's shading. It's definitely shading. Like I can see it very clearly on here. That's definitely shading. Stupid soldier assholes, he mutters, throwing weeds in a growing pile. I think they're so important. Well, you know, it's harder to grow stuff than it is to kill it. There's only a war on nature because we keep pissing it off, he says, gesture the pile of green weeds. We're an invasive species. Literally, we gotta figure out our niche in the ecosystem, man. Yeah, you right. Oh, wood. Dad's up to his elbows and stuff. Hey, Gooseberry. Here to give your old man a hand. Can't. Not good enough at animals just yet. Learned at a young age not to sneak up on your mom. She's jumpy, gets kind of mean if someone surprises her. That's how she's always been. You've never questioned it. At age as well. Like, there's no aging. Mom looks the same. Dad looks the same. No aging for her parents. Right? Yeah, pretty much. They're just perfect and immortal at this point. Make sure to walk a little more heavy when she hasn't noticed you yet. Want to see what everyone looks like. Oh, Mars. Girl, you are a queen. Damn. Yeah, for reals. I mean, listen, you know you're gonna grow up with great genes because you've been modified, but like, damn, girl. Mars is watching holovids, propping her head up with her hand. Newton's bloody apple, she curses. We have got to start producing our own entertainment sooner. I'm literally going to go mad. I like things, and you like things. Chilton Crystal was like, at the right angle, I could see my face in it. Beautiful. Oh. Do. Nomi! Oh! Even more sparkly. Nomi and Rex are talking together on the couch, legs intertwined. Rex spots you first and gives you a jaunty wave, and then Nomi follows his gaze with a big smile. Hey, Solana, Nomi says, scooting over easily so there's space to be on the couch. Rex pats the cushion invitingly. We were just talking about what we'd rather have as a pet. A hoppy as big as a Unisar or a Unisar as small as a hoppy? What do you think? Present. Rainbows. Who likes me the most still? Dis actually dislikes me the most now. Tange and I are cool though, apparently. Your ex. He got like 10,000 times more slutty. Like, oh my god, that is an outfit. He was, okay, like, he went from being adorbs to 10,000% slutty. And like, listen, he's living his best life. His absolute best life. but oh my god, like Lum's like triangle chest has nothing on this. Oh my god. Take your own shirt off in solidarity. Over the years, a lot of people started wearing a lot less clothing than you remember from when you were growing up in the climate-controlled stratospheric. Dude, absolutely. Rex is getting... Well, Rex is literally trying to build a bar. Makes sense. Definitely a lot less than in the holovids you brought back from Earth. Rex, though. Rex has really acclimated to Fortuna's hot, sultry weather. Woo. Rex throws his head back and laughs so loud it echoes the courtyard. Oh, woo, woo, woo. You both giggled and lock eyes for a few seconds that feel like literal months. Eventually, Rex fixes you with a fangy smile and scratches the back of his head. It does nice things to his whole chest, shoulder, bicep situation. Do they like what you see, huh? He leans in like sharing a secret. Me too. He whispers and winks at you. Oh, that's bad. You want some wood, buddy? Rex beams with happiness. You hand over the money. Really? Yes. Oh, did you have more progress on the bar? Spot Rex carrying supplies and big pieces of wood into the construction site at the end of the lounge. The future home of his bar. He waves at you. Well, as much as a wave he can do with his arms full of mushwood. Sticks for the bar, obviously. Not just because he's a doggo. Hey, Solana, he calls out to you. Things are going great in here thanks to you. It'll be done in no time. You take a look at what you can see. Rex has kept it all pretty well tarped up. He hates letting people inside and take a peek, but you can tell it's big. Perhaps a little too ambitious, maybe. For a first solo construction project. Make sure to work in it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll work in the bar. Sounds great. Rex has a lot of help from his crew, from the whole colony. He'd have to be able to find enough wood. Love to see it. Shifts from foot. Well, he sighs, biting his lip. Get the sense he's dying to share with someone. Okay, but just for you. You follow him into the tent. It's chaos inside, littered with pieces of mushwood of varying lengths and covered in fine sawdust. Light coming through some gaps in the tent pick up all the little sparkling motes of dust in the air, making it almost seem magical. Well, this is it, he says. Well, so far, we have a bar and a dance floor. That's all you really need. He swipes open his hollow palm and starts playing some music, then shimmies over to the only clear spot in the mess. That must be the dance floor, you figure, because he starts wiggling and bopping along to the music, gesturing for you to dance with him. Well, of course we gonna dance with him. We get more bravery every time we do this, and one day that'll matter. 85 is pretty nice. Rex cheers you, join him on the dance floor. He grabs your hand and spins you around. You laugh and dance to the music coming from his hollow palm. Moving your body just for the sheer joy of it feels amazing. You can see the future of this place. A place where people come not because they're stressed and need to relax, but where they can really cut loose and enjoy themselves. Rex had the right idea. Oops. Rex comes over to you and slings you in a one-armed hug. Just seeing you makes me super energized. I can almost hear the music now. That's right, the bar's gonna have live music. You know anyone who plays an instrument? That could have been us. We technically have played an instrument 2 times. Gonna work double time to finish this place. If you want help, bring me all the mushwood you can find. I literally could bring you more mushwood, but you won't let me. Tammy! Oh, girl. Absolutely loving her hair. Absolutely gorge. Tammy stands on the stoop of the lounge, wrapped in a heavy shawl, looking off in the distance. Do you ever feel like you're just waiting? I feel like I'm waiting, but I don't know what for. Surprise! He's building a bar. Got you a present. Flower. You spot Tange heading behind the engineering wing to follow, only to find she's disappeared. Then you look up and see an access ladder leading to a maintenance platform by the engine turbines, along with silent starting to rust. Whoa. Okay. Climb back to the platform. Tange there lying on her back and staring into the sky. Hatch beside her leads back into engineering. That must be how she knows about this place. She doesn't acknowledge you until you're almost standing over her, your shadow fighting the overcast light. She blinks with the sluggishness of someone who's only just remembered it's a necessity and licks her lips before she speaks. Do they need me in there? You shake your head and Tange doesn't sigh in relief exactly. There, her eyes slip close again. Good. It's all too much right now, I thought. Her mouth wishes. I don't know what I thought. I don't know what I'm doing up here. Are you okay? What's going on, Tangent? Tangent huffs a small laugh and folds her hands over her stomach. You know, I think I might be burnt out or depressed. Earth movies depress teenagers were sneak out on the rooftop, she says. I confess, I don't think I see the appeal. Maybe it'd be better if I had alcohol or cigarettes. She shakes her head. Blanking out your mind with substances is what my mom used to do, not me. Yeah, absolutely. Tange would be so... I might want to save. Okay, I can save, but I'm still not flirting with Tange. We need a new one. New save. Sweet. 17. Absolutely. Do you want to talk about it? Tange smiles, self-effacing, and doesn't look at you. I don't think so. Maybe. Will you sit with me? You lie down beside Tange and watch the gentle revolution of the sky for a few minutes. You can feel the caginess seep out of Tange as you lie there in silence till finally she speaks. Do you ever think about humanity? She says slowly. Humans are such a glorious, beautiful, utterly self-destructive thing, she continues. They only ever create by destroying, and in turn they hasten their own demise. Tange finally looks at you, her hollow eye lighting up her cheekbones. She looks gaunt. It was the belief in human supremacy and unchecked innovation that doomed humankind on Earth. Right? Twinsies! Does it ever seem like we're going down the same path here on Vertumna? I think we do better here. Oh. I think so too. Help? Tangent? Okay, let's try that again. I mean, I do think we can do better, but Tange apparently doesn't want to hear that right now. Tange wants to hear that maybe things are gonna suck. So what if we are? This is our home. It is our home, she repeats. You're right, we can't change that, and we shouldn't have to apologize for wanting to live here, just like anything else that does. Could not have expected that reaction, but okay. Sometimes I wonder, she continues and pauses. Sometimes I wonder why we even send humans to explore space. Given our track record, you would think perhaps an artificial intelligence would have been wiser. No ego to get in the way, no questions about ethics and morality. After all, we learned in Earth history that when human colonists traveled from Europe to the Americas, they nearly killed everyone who already lived there because they spread disease. Tange looks at her hands. I just can't help but wonder if we're doing the right thing. The hatch to the laboratory clings open and Tange jumps. There you are, Instant says, just as her head and shoulder is visible through the hatch. Have you finished recalibrating that strand sequencer yet? Tange scrambles to her feet and brushes off the seat off her pants. No, not yet. I was waiting on the results from BH4316 and Instance clicks her tongue against her teeth and raises a hand to interrupt Tangent. They're ready. I need the sequencer ready for the G4100 samples. Her eyes flick to you if you're done, she adds icily. Yes, ma'am. Cowed and slides in the hatch after Instance. As her head disappears past the roofline, you catch a fleeting hint of an expression on her face you can't name. Ooh, that's not good. Anemone, honestly. I mean, I appreciate that this is where she's going with her look, but like I liked her with like the crazy intense bushy hair. I think it's funny, like her hair got bigger and then smaller. Everyone else's hair got smaller and then bigger. Spot Anemone playing darts with stuff in the middle of a faceless as well. Head isn't the right word. The soldiers all clear in chap. Clear in chap. Cheer and clap. Clear in chap. Oh my gosh, of course. I picked a reading game and my brain no worky. Where is Dis? I mean, probably where he always is. Oh. Oh, he's shaped up nicely. I mean, I can appreciate that look. Much more interesting than the one before, too. It's definitely grown up and wizened up, but like I feel like, well, anime protagonist. The tattoo is also neat. I wonder who did the tattoo for him. Who's the tattoo artist on here? Or can you just like get the AI to give you a tattoo? Still don't know what Dis's augment is. This is sitting on the roof of one of the expedition transports, fiddling with something in his hands. As you approach, you can see the glint of a pocket knife in his hand. It's a gel pen. It could be. It could be Sharpie. We don't know. That would be a very 17-year-old thing to do. The kind of question we asked the writer. True. Actually, that would have been great. But you know, that was a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity. You never know, huh? Oh, hey, Solana, he says, looking a little bashful. Need a new toggle for my backpack. I mean, won't be able to rely on nanoprinting forever. Does this interest you? Duh. Alien artifact. Soldiers are assholes. Some to force like they own it. They kill whatever they don't understand. Talk about how they're protecting us, but they're only making it worse. I mean, that's actually true. 96 out of 100. I don't know what it means if I'm gonna break that apart. Speaking of which, how much money have we got? How much money do we need for a fidget spinner? 300. That's gonna be a while. We are not able to afford that at the moment. Just find us a bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's very possible that they could hang around and keep an eye on it from time to time. This Mars moment. Ooh. I actually would love to see that. Also. Well, my character needs to rest. Relax in the lounge. I guess friendship with Tammy and Rex. That sounds good. Yep. Rest. Dis and Nomi are an unlikely pair, but you can see it. If anyone can power through Dis's gloomy exterior, it's Nomi. When Dis actually talks, it's usually about aliens or mind control rays or zombie fungus, and Nomi loves that kind of stuff. You often see them chatting, Dis looking a lot more at ease with them than with anyone else in the colony. Oh, that's true, actually. You're right. I could sneak in one activity. By getting the hug. Hello. Give me a hug. And then, what do I want to do with that? Do I want to explore and find a very specific boss event? Probably not. But I can't work in the bar yet either. That's not an option. He did the stress relief. No, he didn't, actually. He didn't? It didn't happen. It didn't... Maybe they patched it. If so, probably you just can't get the stress relief when you're at maximum, and it's probably the best. 17 hugs plus... That's also possible. Take the month off. Do you want to forget something? No, this is pretty fine. Keep your memories. Shirtless hugs do not de-stress. Maybe that's true. It's your 17th birthday, but it's not just your birthday. Quiet is a time of new growth, a celebration of life and hope. Not just for this year, but for humanity's presence on Vertumna for years to come. Oh, we're happy now. Oh, we're cute. We're cute when we're happy. We're very spooky when we're not. Your friends are a symbol of that hope. Quite literally, you are the future of humanity. As you're all beginning to take your places as adults in the colony, the council has decided to throw a party in your honor, the Vertumnan Youth Ball. Mars is organizing it, of course. You get an embossed invitation on real paper. Slipped on your door. Party, 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 party. You slip into some party clothes and head over to the lounge to celebrate. Well, yourselves, and yourself specifically. It is your birthday after all. The lounge is all decked out. The decorations look expensive. Must have taken a lot of nanopredator creds. Your friends are transformed too. Everyone's dressed up and looking like the young adults you're becoming. You can hardly recognize some of them. Mars catches your eye and waves, her bangles jingling joyfully. That's a sentence. She looks like a model from her holomags, every inch of her print painted and perfumed. Solana, happy birthday, glad you could make it, she says, over the steady thrum of music. Drinks over there, make your song request a congruence, and take off your shoes. You look at your boots and back up to Mara skeptically. She rolls her eyes and does a little bounce. Sock hop, just like Earth does. I don't know if that's what a sock hop is, but it could be. No, Mars has a 10 out of 10 glow up, honestly. Like, I am in love with Mars's look. In love with it. At the refreshment table, Cal is stuffing his face with party food, and Rex shoves 2 glasses of punch in your hands. Gotta stay hydrated, just said, pouring himself another glass. I'll be sweating it out one way or another. He winks at you. Dang. K. I mean, you don't really need a K. Just use the greater than less than sign. I guess the less than. You know, that's a K. I'll understand. Tange. Those are some intense eyes, though. Tange actually also has quite a glow up here as well. Like, I wasn't loving the totally head-shaved look for her. Like, I get people enjoy that, but it's not personally for me. I just enjoy hair very much. Okay, yes, it's perfect. It is perfect. It looks like a little man who fell over. A stick figure laying down, just chilling. He's the new okay. I love it. Oh man. Don't let them fool you, Tangent mutters, joining you. She smears a glob of something pink and meaty, looking on a cracker. It's a well-documented phenomenon that people inexperienced with imbibing alcohol will begin to act as if they're drunk even if they're completely sober. To Rex, she adds, I mean, of course, that I am not going to suffer any bad behavior. Rex grins as he pulls a flask out of his vest and pours a healthy addition to his glass. Who says it's going to be an act? Let's get a little loose. Come on, it's a party. Yeah, no, I enjoy Tangela. It's honestly perfect for her, though. Like, she is all science, all practicality. Except, like, I don't know if you've ever worn a one piece. I have no idea how she uses the bathroom with this thing. Like, as someone who has ever worn anything remotely like a one piece in my life, it is a whole adventure. Especially with the boots coming up to here. Like, does she have to, like, what goes on here? Like, is there a zipper down the back that she can, like, just throw the front off? Like, it's just logistics, man. It just seems very uncomfortable. It's like, I feel bad for every person who I see in a like, you know, any kind of media wearing a one piece. I'm like, ooh. Drink beer through a morph suit. Oh, that's... Well, you know, we have no idea what kind of technology they have with the clothes, to be fair. No clue. No idea. Not gonna think about it at this point. I think we're good, but that is like the coolest lab coat ever. Like, the people who made these designs had an absolute blast for sure. Duck face, though, is a bit like Rex. Come on. Music changes something with a fast pounding beat. Rex throws his head back and howls, woo, it's time to dance. Dance, obviously. You, Rex, and Mars take to the dance floor. After a while, Anemone follows, pulling Vase behind her. You all dance until it feels like your heart's gonna burst from the excitement, from exertion, from the sheer joy of throwing yourself around the room with your friends. Now, Domi, who's playing DJ with Congruence, spins up something a little slower, more romantic. Grab a partner and pull him in close, or whatever distance you both feel comfortable with. Romper? It could be a romper, also. Jumper, I think, is a sweater. I think romper might be a thing. I just say one piece because I'm American. And I don't know no things about no things. I'm gonna save here, but I'm probably gonna go for dis. Then again. Save. Dance partner. Oh, actually, Rex isn't an option. That's fine. Get an audience with him. We haven't put anything into that. We're just gonna see if dis is down. Dis is standing over by the DJ screen, helping Nomi with the song selection. He freezes up when you ask him to dance, stammering an excuse, but Nomi gives him a playful shove towards you. How does he see? How does he see with his eyes? Just one eye. Barely on there. He's just like, it doesn't. He can just, his hair is translucent. Maybe that's his augment. Translucent hair. Like, I can handle things. Dancing with this is a bit of a disaster. Neither of you knows where to put your hands, despite spending the entire song licking his feet. This still manages to step on yours. Whoa, okay, he's upset. You didn't know jeans. That's fair. I don't know things. He holds you rigid armed and rocks back and forth mechanically until the song mercifully comes to an end. Other couples don't seem to have your lack of chemistry. Anemone and Vase have skipped dancing and gone straight to sucking face. I mean, actually, yeah, the soldier would, she would be into that. Poor Diz. He's trying, though. You know what? You have to admit, the fact that he's trying is so massive. It says so much. I have to imagine you have to have a really high hearts with him for him to even consider saying yes to attempting this. He looks like a mech. It could be the song. Oh, then you blame Nomi. You blame Nomi. This stares at them for just a bit longer than is appropriate, then blushes and flees off the dance floor. After the slow songs, Nomi spins Congruen's music to the library to something with a little more bounce to it. Dance floor once more floods with bodies ready to gravitate, gyrates the night away. But the tunes are abruptly interrupted by Governor Lum's Here Speak hijacking the feed. He strides to the stage, flanked by Security Chief Rhett. Everyone on the dance floor whines in unison, having some buzzkill adult stop the music. But Lum just raises his hands and smiles indulgently. Look at all of you, he says. Young pioneers. I look at you and I see the future. Not just of this colony, but of humanity. You catch a few people rolling their eyes. You've heard this before. Right here, good man, a real good man, really the best of the colony, shared this poem from a great earth poet. Lum continues. Now, I'm not one for poetry myself, but damn, it's not something I want to share with you kids tonight on the eve of something really big. He clears his throat and reads from his hollow palm. We cannot tarry here. We must bear the brunt of danger. We, the youthful, sinewy races, all the rest on us depend. Down the edges, through the passes, up the mountains steep, conquering, holding, daring, venturing as we go the unknown ways. Pioneers, oh, pioneers. We, primeval forests felling, we, the rivers stemming, vexing, we, and piercing deep the mines within, we, the surface broad surveying, we, the virgin soil upheaving, pioneers, oh, pioneers. Okay, polite applause. Looks like a little pain, but Lums continues. Oh, I mean, was there a way to, be nicer? I like Rhett. I can fix it. I can fix it. It's the whole event again. It's the whole event again. Oh, man. Don't you love that? I feel so bad for Rhett. I'm going all the way back to see if there's a way that I can make him feel better. Party, party, party. 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 Dance, dance, dance. Dance. Yeah, I feel like it's the best. It really is the best way to do that. And it's the whole thing. It was awkward and it's canon. There was really no positive version of this. I mean, Rhett, he's cool. I like him. Lum is interesting. I don't hate him. But I can't say I like him either. In no time when you can be nice to Lum. Is this Lum who reads the poem? Because I thought it was Rhett. Because that's the whole thing. Because, the thing is, it's Rhett who's pained afterwards. Not one for poetry myself, says Lum. It's not something I want to share with you kids. He clears his throat and reads from the hollow palm. I really thought that's why it's Lum who reads the poem. Okay. This is why we can't be nice. Okay, that's fair. I mean, we don't like Lum. But still, I guess Rhett looks a little pained, but Lum continues. What do you think that poem means, kids? Does it mean we should sit here in our colony, politely waiting for this planet to make a space for us? He clenches his fist evocatively in the air. No, he exclaims. It means we need to get out of here. We need to grab Vertumna by the balls and make it respectful. expect us. Okay, so Rhett looks pained just because Lum read the thing, I think. I think Rhett is like, nah. Okay, I'm okay with this. I went all the way back just to see if I can't. Okay. He points to you, specifically. I need you, the next generation, to lead the charge. This is your planet. You're old enough now to defend it. I'm asking all eligible fighters to join squads, massing at expeditions, to get out there and attack those monsters where they live. We're taking the fight to them. No more hiding behind our walls. That's literally insane. That is literally the most colonial shenanigans ever. Nope. Face an enemy, lead the cheering that erupts. Whoa, no way. Angry. Lum and Rhett leave and the music spins up again. Only a few die-hard partygoers still want to dance. Everyone else is broken into small groups to discuss the announcements. Angry. I am angry. This is bullshit, Cal exclaims, causing a few heads to turn. They're not even going to try to figure out why the animals are attacking us. They're just going to kill, kill, kill. He waves his arms over his head. Aren't we supposed to be better than that? I can't remember. Yes, we did learn it, but I cannot remember for the life of me his full name. Does it say in... Nope. It should say. Dysthymia. Right. The sadness. Oh, he's younger than me. For now. Clearly agrees so much more quietly. They don't even know what's out there. They have no idea what they're up against. Dysthymia. The party fizzles out as everyone drifts away from the lounge. You turn to find your parents have stayed up to make sure you got home safe. They've never done that before. They always told the colony was safe. And you see their grim expressions and you know that time is over. Uh-oh. Tammy beams when she sees you like there's nothing better in the world than the sight of your face. Happy birthday, Solana! She comes in for her annual birthday hug, throwing her arms around you, giving you a great big squeeze. Got you this. It's cake. I like how Tammy never changes. Tammy will always make you a cake and say the exact same thing every time. Just me, or is everyone here just like light speed hot? Seriously, something to dang water, because, oh wow, present company included. More hugs. Hugs, not drugs. I mean, I think that's all we can really do here. Unless... Do we have enough bravery to have this do something? Spot is about to head on an expedition. He's carrying a full backpack with a second one at his feet full of surveying equipment. As you approach, you realize he's writing in a notebook. An actual notebook with paper and everything. Braced on his knee with one foot on his equipment. He looks up as you approach and closes his notebook, slipping it into the jacket pocket over his heart. Oh, hey, Solana, he says, tucks the pen behind his ear. You coming to me too? It's cool. Maybe we can be posted near each other. Oh, he actually super likes you. 100 out of 100. Dang, we got there. Everyone, we got there. Tammy also loves us a lot. Tammy loves us more than Tangent. Mars loves us a little less, and we started with a plus on Mars. What were you writing? Just stuff. Just says specifically, I like writing on paper. It feels more real, you know? And it's more private than having everything on your holopalm where people can find it. You beg him for more details. Diffs huff through his nose. He looks amused. Just stuff, he repeats. How I'm feeling, what the weather's like, what people are doing around the colony. I like observing people. Sometimes I pretend I'm alien, studying how people can act so I can blend in. Do you ever write about me? Dis goes red and ducks his head. Well, sure, you're part of my colony, right? And you're my friend. Of course I wrote about you. You're about to ask to see, but you're interrupted by Utopia calling for all hands to board the expedition vehicles. Dis stoops to pick up the surveying equipment, then he's gone without another word. Ricky's heart and we're ready to go be with creepy Time Lord. I don't think that's a literal option. But you know, it's not wanting to know what it's writing about you. Curious. Intriguing. Wait, don't we have like a bravery thing? It's funny, he just left. Nope. New save. New Explore 17. Exocolonist. All events have respawned, all events have respawned, all events have respawned. Respond. Well, I guess we gotta find out. This would probably fight for you, probably. That would be sad, yes. Or to expedite. Ugh. Not just Utopia, but security chief Rhett and Vase as usual. Just can't spare any more of my people, Utopia's explained to them. You've already pulled almost all the foragers. We're already running skint crews in the ridges as it is. There's only one person you can spare. Hey, Solana, how'd you like to transfer to one of my hunting parties? Utopia says you're one of my best explorers. We could use someone like you. Someone who could keep up with this one. I would never kill a living creature. Why do we need to kill them? Because they're killing us, Solana. Keep up. It's a classic struggle between humanity and nature. Nature's not all flowers and rainbows on Earth. Everything and everyone was trying to kill each other. For survival, food, hell, even just for fun. Can't wait to bag our real trophies, you know, he chuckles, framing his hands like a painting on a wall. First 10-point buck on Vertuna. I don't want to kill animals for fun. You won't be killing them for fun. You'll be killing them to defend the colony. Never kill a living creature. Even if it was trying to kill you. I knew you Strato kids were soft. I know you were suicidal, too. Not everyone's out for... Yeah, that's true. Dis has the hots for the Time Lord. More than we do, I think. Everyone's cut out for a life or death situation, Red says and turns to you. You know, Solana, it's not all killing. Sometimes it's about tracking and identifying dangerous creatures before they reach our walls. You wouldn't necessarily have to kill them. You don't have to decide just yet. Talk to Utopia later if you change your mind. Haha, no. Nah. I ain't here for combat. I'm here to run around, grab all the doodle boppers, and see if there's a boss event. Then if there isn't, I, you know, grab a couple of things, go on my merry way. Doodle boppers. Oh, no, it's just that way. I wish there was a little map just because I'm very bad at directions. Seriously though, perception 100 is such a game changer. Just like doop 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 doop. I can do whatever I want. Just ignoring everything just to get those sweet, sweet doodle boppers in the boss fight. Really a fight. I guess Sim is in all these places too. I don't have to only come to the Ridge for Sim. I haven't lost my touch. I brought you something. Cake? Did I bring Sim cake before? Hold on. Cakes, strange flowers, strange devices, yellow flowers. Does he like wood? Likes wood. You are just the most thoughtful of gift givers. I feel like Sim likes absolutely everything. I think that's Sim's whole thing. It'd be really funny to find out just one thing he doesn't like. Sim likes you. I like Sim too. Sim's pretty cool. And you know, space vampire. That's the whole thing. Oh, Dis. I'll talk to Dis. Dis is an entirely different person when he's outside the colony walls. Without people trying to constantly correct his asocial behavior, it's like he's blossomed to someone who's actually confident. The more time you spend with him out here, the more you catch glimpses of the real Dis. Bet you can't do this, he says, jumping off a huge boulder and doing a cool roll at the end. Wait, no, bet you can't do it with your eyes closed again. You and Dis cavort around, daring each other to do more and more dangerous things. Dis isn't scared of anything. You think you see something on one of the plateaus above you, the cliffside's covered in convenient vines. Kiss you on the lips. Whoa, no, it's not the same, you're cheating. Oh, you might have found the one thing Dis is scared of. Fearless, big, make him confident. Yes, correct. That is absolutely true. He actually, that has actually happened before, I believe. I think we kissed him though, but I don't remember. Climb up there. Now your turn. You dared him, so you gotta follow through. The vines are slippery and dangerous. Some are even alive. Wriggle when you grab them. You lose your grip right at the top. You slip, start to fall, but Dis grabs you. Gotcha. Dis exclaims, pulling you over the ledge. Your heart is thumping. You're all sweaty from fear, but you did it. This looks so calm and collected, even though he just climbed the same treacherous wall and had to save you from a long fall. Why didn't he ever seem scared? The plateau is empty, but it provides a great view to look out over the resting ridges. You and Dis take a break and watch the shadows creep across the dusty, craggy landscape. This is life. Dis has no school, no gossip, no bullies, no one telling me what to do or think. He props up his elbow on his knee and squints into the suns. Even with my augmentation in the colony, I always felt like such a coward. But maybe the problem isn't me, it's everyone else, you know? I'm not scared of any usual stuff, monsters getting hurt and even dying, like, who cares? He continues. But humans keep finding ways to control people with fear. Well, they can't control me. You, so about that kiss. Now kiss. Dis laughs embarrassed, starts scrambling down the side of the cliff again. You have to catch me first. He didn't suspension bridge, am I right? Well, because he doesn't get the effect because he doesn't get scared. Fearless. These things are always so interesting. Engineering challenge, yes. We don't even have maxed out engineering, so why not? Whatever. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. And pest control. 6. 5, 5. 3, 5, 6. It's funny because it just keeps getting bigger. Like, ain't nothing bad happening here. Like, you could have done better, but we still, you know, got the super goal. So, you know, +2 engineering. 94. Nice. You find more scraps of convergent domain writing and technology. You document everything to bring back to Utopia. Yeah, boy. Back in the wormhole observatory with this, just to poke around. Who knows what you could find? It's more random. You bravely try all the elevators. Some are broken. You want to get stuck for an hour and you think you're going to die in there. Then it chucks life. You find the orrery. It's a beautiful room under one of the smaller pyramids. The light from your holopalm glimmers off the crystals in rainbow colors, dotting the walls and ceiling in familiar constellations. There's one huge crystal plate embedded in the wall, engraved with deep glyphs. Convergent domain writing, you guess. Some kind of map. In the center is clearly a representation of the wormhole. Lines extend from the wormhole to other points on the map, and many more glyphs you can't read. The crystal is cut up into shards like it could move around, but it's still and dark and probably has been for thousands of years. You run your hands up the panel, looking for a way to turn it on. Your hands encounter a slot. Upon further inspection, it seems to match one of the artifacts you've picked up in your surveying. You slot the glowing pick device into the slot. The crystal panes on the walls come to life, and the glyphs on them glowing. They start to move in an unnervingly organic way, like melting into water and sliding over the surface, rearranging themselves. It's not just writing, the very surface of the panel raises and lowers like braille. The glyphs pulse and glow in the same swirly purple-pink as the glowing device, which makes you realize it must be a power source. Convergent domain battery. It's like an orrery for the wormhole? I'm so close to 100. This must be one of the best preserved bits of convergent domain technology you've found yet, an excellent sample of their writing. Starting to piece together the glyphs of the Converger's language. You can recognize the symbols for Vertumna, the wormhole, Converger, basic verbs like being and going, and one that seems to mean bending or twisting that's used all over the place. So let's get easier. You think your brief connection to the array must have left some of the Converger's language in your subconscious. It's all so much to take. Hell yes. It's all so much to take in, it's getting late. Better bring all your recordings back and let Congruence and the rest of the archaeology team crunch away for a bit. They'll be so hype. Feels pretty good. You can talk to Sim and get a little bit of our life back. And then, oh, I actually did not want to touch that. Climb up on its back. Gargantuan dragon. +2 animals. Hell yeah. Could always use more animals. Creature is moving more slowly than enough for you to climb up using its large, soft spikes. Languages. Oh, yes. See, I always enjoy the languages. Always, always, always. Even the ones that they don't show me. I vote wait. Yes, seems like a good idea. Let's wait and see where it's going. Centimeter by centimeter glass makes its way into the chasm. You feel the air grow thicker and less hospitable. The sheer density of heat in the drought makes you feel genuinely concerned for your safety. Climb back up the creature's back, segment by segment, until you're back on top of the ridge, then drop down the other side. Woo! Scary. Alright. That was nothing. That was actually nothing. And it better autosave better be. Literally this part. We can do it again, but see if there's something that gives us less stuff. I'm down the other side. Easily done. Okay, less stress, I guess. Boo, right? Sometimes it's just no reward. Sometimes there's no reward for it. Mess with the dwarves. Good. Yeah, let's mess with the dwarves. Let's see if it's a different thing. Oh. Apparently it came from here. Whoops. It overwrote my autosave. So, guess that's where we're at. I think we're gonna not spend all of our points here since we already hit 100 on engineering with the augment. I think we'll be okay. I mean, you get the perks still, right? Or do you not get the perks until you get like 100 natty? Like we could do more stuff, but I also want to be able to do the boss events and the other. Whoop. Thingy. No, too much effort. Can only min-max so hard. Go home. Sure, this month. Yes, we're gonna go home. See, even more engineering. There's always more engineering. I guess we don't get the perk until we get it natty. It's kind of a shame. Then I guess we could have... I guess we can see if there's any more engineering points out here, though most of them go pretty fast. Use the bridge very carefully. Nah. We're not here for perception, we're here for engineering. Getting thirsty. Oop. We have to check if previous areas that are interesting interactions in previous locations, especially around the animal sprites. Oh no, I definitely plan to check the previous areas for sure. It's just a case of I'm just trying to see if I can get a little bit of engineering stuff from this at least. What'd you do if you had an extra $100 but it had to be spent on an out-of-character goods or service? Like, as something that I would never normally do. Like, it had to be something that I would never normally do on my own. That's hard. I do a lot of things. Huh. Like, what if it's something that, like, I would do, but I just, like, haven't done in a, like, maybe ever? Like, what if it's something that's, like, on my list of things I want to do, but I haven't actually done it? Does that count? Because, like, I've never been to a trampoline park, and that's actually one of the first things that came to my mind, is that I'd really like to go to a trampoline park. And it sounds really fun. And I would force myself to do that. But maybe that's too in character. What's more out of character? More out of character. More out of character would be like buying some kind of decorations. I don't buy decorations. I don't spend money on aesthetics generally, not like that. Just striking up a conversation. That's fair. I mean, most of the time that's definitely true, but like I always like to know like what are the actual limitations? I always like to know. History of the Ridges. So far away from proper engineering 100. Radiation warning. Turn around. Radiation's not a fun one. Well, what would you do? The rocks are just floating. Bravery challenge. No idea what you get to do with bravery, honestly. Yeah, and 7. And 9. The car becomes 3. There you go. Four, 4, 5. Is 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. 6. Gave me a lot of crap because I want new recipes. So I do that all the time. Probably build one of those neighborhood mini libraries. Oh, that's so cute. New books is pretty against the grain. Yeah, if you normally hoard books, then yeah, like doing something like that would be totally different. Oh, cool. Anti-stress. Yeah, I totally understand the thing where it's like, oh yeah, new ingredients, new recipes, new stuff. It still feels new, but you know, if it's too in character, that is a great question. Location on your map for other surveyors. Neat. They can also experience the floaty rocks. Plus animals. Weasels. I feel like I should go back so I can actually still explore some of the other places. But engineering. Engineering. This one's... No, this one's bad. This one's just bad. The boss is talking about trophy books. I understand she gets rid of books and doesn't reread anything after being done. I also haven't read a book more than once, but I've only had to get rid of books because I was literally forced to. That's a thing. I keep very small amounts of books, and I'm very sad to have lost the books that I had in the past, but it was too heavy to take on the flight with me and Poland, so... Rod flies. Swat that eye fly. Doesn't that give perception? I think it gives perception, in which case we don't need it. I just want to get the stuff. We sent you and Dis to study one of the crystal outcroppings. Plus, you could tell these are more convergent to mean solar panels. Angular, hard to the touch. Yes, engineering. Kudos. What a fascinating combination of biology and engineering. Truly fascinating. Truly. I wish I could get back faster. I didn't have to walk all the way back to a thing. I feel like it's actually faster to walk forward at this point. The ruined buildings. Hello, curious humans. How's the archaeology going? You fun digging up the secrets of the planet? You and Dis exchange a cautious look at Sim's tone, but Sim just laughs, convince the others to allow me to nudge you towards the truth. He says, sitting primly on an outcropping of obsidian that matches his long oil-slick hair. It's not a trick. This figure beside you is face unreadable. Well, do you have any questions for me? Why aren't there more ruins? Did they make these crystals? Did they have underground? Why aren't there more ruins? Well, it's been a while. 20,000 years is a long time to clean up a mess. We've worked quite hard. He looks around at the dust and the ruins. There are only a few places on the surface of the planet where you can still see the convergent domains work, but it used to cover almost everything. Much of their technology was organic, fungal specifically, so you wouldn't be unearthing any bed frames or dinnerware. It's long since rotted away or gone wild and grown into something new. Unearth, he repeats. Look, I'm beginning to speak like you. He strokes the glossy obsidian ruin. Even this was alive once. It grows like a coral, a silicon-based fungal life form, genetically engineered to take whatever form was needed. It's extinct now. Only the bones are left. Are you the convergent domain? Oh no, it is extinct. You can see I am still quite here. The gardeners are the only part of the convergent domain that still exists today, but we are not them. We were their tools, tasked with protecting the planet's ecosystem. Now we are something more. They make these crystals. Yes! Sim says. He looks pleased. They're a self-replicating silicon-based species that behaves much like a fungus. They're connected below the ground in a massive network. They were the convergent domain's solar collectors, and for some time they were the only living thing on much of the surface of the planet. It's hard to imagine, right? No mush trees, no poof shrooms, not even these mountains, just endless fields of sharp crystals and smooth obsidian ground, drawing in all that energy and storing it onto the surface. Whatever could they have used it for? And there were the earthquakes that certainly shook things up. Did they live underground? Yes, largely. As though, as you can see, there were some facilities above ground, such as this one. Nearly all of them are what you'd consider agoraphobic, as in very little sight to speak of in their physical forms. They loved looking at the planet through the eyes of these creatures. Sometimes they visited the surface by taking forms better suited to it, though the process was often painful. What did they look like? Like worms, Sim answers. What do humans look like? Did you kill the convergent domain? Well, Sim smiles, his knowing smile, his eyes lit with secret. I think that's enough questions for today. Who can say what happened to them exactly? The earthquakes that formed these ridges shook the planet around that time, but perhaps it was their own greed and hubris that took them in. Sim makes to leave, but Dish jumps in the way. Wait, cries, I have a question. Sim tilts his head, waiting. What if someone wanted to become a gardener? Is that possible? Sim stares at Dis for a long time. We'll have to think about that one, Sim answers slowly. Sounds against the side. Oh, yeah, Dis would want to be a gardener. Absolutely he would. He does not want to be a human. And that makes it even more space vampire-y. Like, it's just like, what if I want to be a space vampire too? Just saying, what if you could turn me into also a space vampire? You know, just throwing it out there as a possibility. You know, just asking for a friend. That friend happens to be me. Yeah, disintended. Two totally different approaches. Yeah, transhumanism. Either just become space vampire. Or, you know, oh, we're so close to, like, having that just natty. We're so close to full stress. Light, quiet. Give me a hug. Nah. Need persuasion 80 or greater. We do not have any of that persuasion. Pretty much none of it. Almost zero persuasion. We're very not persuasive. Very, very anti-persuasive, in fact. Alright. See, the only thing with exploring is I min-max so hard. That, like, you know, it's a whole thing. This seems fine. Explore part 2. Where else can we go? Let's see, the plains into the ridge. Perception and biology, perception and animals, friendship with this. Animals, I think, are the best one here. Especially while we're heroic. Just saying. It's really only the one we're gonna get anyways. Probably we should have come here first, but at minimum we can go do the boss event. Which can give a lot of stuff all at once. So many collectibles too. Sim. You think you see Sim running through the trees up ahead near the edge of a cliff. You call out to him, but your voice is drowned out by a screeching roar that shakes the forest. A manticore. You're feeling a remarkable lack of self-preservation today, so you holster your scanner and follow the noise of the trees. You find Sim fending off not one but 3 manticores at the edge of the cliff, his back to the fatal drop behind. He's bleeding profusely from his hairline. His left arm hangs uselessly at his side. He doesn't even register your presence as he tries to calm the beast with soothing sounds. One of the manticores knocks Sim off his feet. You hear heart lurches as a spray of stones clatter down the cliff. The beats have him completely at their mercy. Well, we save Sim. The lead manticore's delicate feet pin Sim's tattered clothing to the ground, spittle drooling from its misshapen jaws. You watch Sim's expression twist with an emotion you've never seen in him before. Fear. I'm gonna save him. It's our turn to save Sim. Did not expect that. That's definitely spicy. Egg. And flushes with that card, okay. Easier if we could just do the thing. Next. Seven, 10. Next round. Value is wild. Love it. Every time. It's great. More gems in the cards, but that's all fine and dandly doodle. Yep. Pretty much use the lowest card with the neighbor changing one. I mean, I could use a low card, but like it doesn't really. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference here. The wild card maybe could make sense here, because then we can use this to do this, and we can have lots more 6s. We can't really get, like... We do have a lot of flowers, though. Maybe a super goal. Yes. Just throw flowers at it. Combat? Yeah, I guess so. Somehow using all of your strength and then more, you defeat the lead manticore. The 2 smaller ones scatter, hissing their displeasure and biting at each other. The death of their alpha, negotiating new pack dynamics should distract them for a while. You okay? Sim waves you off with the arm that doesn't hang limp at his side. I'm fine, he gasps. I feel pain, but does not control my behavior as much as it seems to in humans. Sim is barely standing upright after that battle. Truly, he wasn't in much help this time, and it seems as though, despite your best efforts, his strength is fading fast. He stumbles into you, knocking you both to the ground. He lands on top of you, your legs intertwined, and his weight pressed you into the dirt. Oof, yes. You feel every inch of his long body against yours, stirred to the quickening by the adrenaline of the fight. My hero. His eyes fall to your lips. Kiss the vampire. Kiss alien vampire. You close the distance, pressing your lips to Sim's. He makes a sound of surprise that quickly turns to delight, then surprise again when you hook your leg over his and gently roll on top of him, taking control of the kiss. Sim kisses with a charming innocence at first, clearly improvising his way through the first kiss. We need an adult. We're almost an adult. You flick your tongue against his lips and he opens his mouth to you. I didn't expect that. It's very needs an adult. It's not long before he's responding in kind. You're both breathing heavily into each other's mouths. You just call it all sense of pride and grind against each other in the dirt. Oh, Sim's gasps as you break for breath. He sounds dazed at, is it always like that? You wouldn't know, but you nod anyway. Sim makes a hungry noise and clams your mouth again, kissing you passionately. Woo! Woo! Oh, that's spicy. I'm like blushing. It's so spicy. Oh my god. Ah! Okay. Wanted to do this for so long. Sim looks unusually bashful. I have as well, he says. Everything I have learned of love has been from researching your holographic videos. What videos have you been watching? I did not know that it was possible. I did not have words for this feeling. I love this planet deeply, he says. You listen intently, playing with the lock of his hair. And I love my purpose in here. I love every living thing and take comfort in knowing your fates are inescapably intertwined. Sim places his hand over your chest, but there are no words for the feeling I have here when I see you. Like an ache that pulls me to you. I envision things with you that are impossible to explain. He looks away and you see color rise in his cheeks. Forgive my crudeness, but I know of the biological imperative of all life. Gardeners do not share this imperative and do not feel driven to physicality, but with you, He bites his lip. Perhaps it is this body. Perhaps it is you. All I know is I would very much like to kiss you again, and I would not like to stop. Ah! You're about to grant his wish when you're both startled by a crashing sound of the trees. You jolt apart in time to see one of the two remaining manticores break through the tree line and roar at you, blood and spittle spraying from its ravenous jaws. There's no sign of the other, clearly lesser manticore. Run, Sim gasps. Right? Manticore cockblock. Just say it. Pulling you to your feet, he gives you a push and you start running parallel to the cliff, trying to get some distance before it's safe to duck back into the trees. You don't hear Sim behind you. You whirl around just in time to see Sim clash with the manticore, grappling with its huge front claws as it pushes him closer to the edge of the cliff with dancer-like strength. Go, Sim yells. Rocks scatter down the cliff by seas. Please, Solana, just go. You don't even have a chance to be a hero. The manticore takes Sim's neck in his jaws. He screams in pain. Sim locks eyes with you one more time. As time slows to a crawl, it speeds up as he grabs hold of the manticore, launches himself backwards off the cliff. You're gone before you can scream. You rush to the edge, too late to catch even his trailing, tattered coat. It's a long way down, and the wind buffets your face viciously. He's fine, right? He's fine. Space vampire. Like, they can't just do me like that. Flick away the images of bodies falling through your now seared into your memory. Okay. Turn away from the smudges at the bottom of the cliff. You sit down, stunned, and stay that way for a long time. How can he be gone just like that, dead? There won't be any funeral for him, the alien who would be human. It's not like you can bring his remains home to be properly recycled. It's a small comfort that at least out here it won't be long till nature takes its course. Someone would probably have wanted that, you think. What? Heavy heart, you return to the transport station. You just want to go. Is this avoidable? Is he dead? I don't know if Kira, I just need to know if this was something I was supposed to avoid or if it's inevitable. That's all I need to know. I need to know this. I need to know this very badly. That was out of absolutely nowhere. I am stunned. What? I saved this. Save Sim? The question mark? Right, why would it kill the secondary male, right? Immediately fight the predator, killed all the, exactly. Also, why couldn't we do anything about it? Oh. Okay, I literally just overrode that instead of loading it. But that's fine because this is this thing right here, save. Here. Is there gonna be a thing? Okay. Listen, we can do it again, at minimum, just to see what on earth? What on what? What the whatting what? I have no idea. All I know is I can make this work because I made it work before. And I can do it again. Absolutely, positively do it again. Yeah, that's right. Still counts. And so I just got a 28. I'm just doing it at random basically. Because that's all I need to do. Super thing. I just need to know if, like, can I do something with, you know, like, is there a thing I can do with my ability to see time? Nope. All I could do is just not talk to him, which seems like an impossible thing to do. Well, I guess that's where we're ending it for the day. For the week. I'm still stunned. But yeah. So, all right. I will see you guys next week, and yeah. I hope everyone has this stuff on no one, right? That's why I feel like Sim is probably not dead. Also, because, you know, I don't think Sim can die. And especially since it was completely unavoidable. Like, that's what makes me feel like I'm like, something about this is really sus. Right? Exactly. So we'll see. All right, well, either way. Well, we'll find out next week, I suppose. Next week on Dragon Ball Z, aka Teenage Exocolonist. This game is crazy pants. I literally have no idea. There's so much going on in this game all the time. There is always so much going on in this game. We'll find out later. But yes, see you all later.